G'day guys, Ollie here. Welcome to the channel. On this adventure, I'm heading out diving on the boat for an overnight camping mish as well. Probably wondering where's the boat? Well, it's actually in the back of the M2 canopy, all rolled up. I've got a brand new boat. It's a Truekit Inflatable Discovery 330. So I'll show you. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna inflate it, chuck the wheels on and just drag it down and launch and yeah, head out for an overnight mission. Go spear some fish, find a beach to park up on, camp the night. It's gonna be a wicked time, so let's go. Right, so in the back of the canopy here, there's the boat. It does come rolled up in a nice bag. I was just in a hurry, had it blown up at home, and anyway, it's in there. Got the motor, something's leaking, fuel. Dang, I didn't put that on well enough. Quite a bit of fuel in there, bugger. I swear that was on tight. Oh well. Got the outboard motor, got all the bits and pieces, gear for camping, dive gear. Let's get into it. Right, so here's the boat, guys. Got the floor down here, also inflatable, outboard, fuel of course, and the wheels, which are really cool. Quick release on the back. Just going to pump up by hand. It surprisingly doesn't actually take too much by hand. Right guys, here it is, pumped up. Probably took me about 5 to 10 minutes to be honest, but yeah, not too bad. That center floor pumps to 10 psi and that creates the rigidity of the boat, and the pontoons to 3 psi. But yeah, wicked little boat. So the quick release wheels will just lock onto here. I'll show you. Yeah, that's locked on, and then these just pull and fold down. There we go. Really cool little wheels. Wish I'd had these on my old IRB. Those who have been following my channel for a while know I had the IRB for a few years, and great boat, highly recommend them, but I just want to have some more adventures where I can easily fold it up in the back of the ute, travel around the country, and it's just less weight. This hull alone is like 20 kgs less than the IRB. A smaller motor, 15 versus the 30, just gets a lot to lug around, and I don't have the hard rigid fiberglass floor that the IRB does. Absolutely great boats, IRBs. They're made of Hypalon versus traditional inflatables are mostly all PVC, and they just don't have the same lifespan as Hypalon, or in this case the Truekit's actually made of Velmex, I think it's called. But yeah, made in Germany, and it's just a very high hard wearing material similar to Hypalon. So that's what really got me intrigued with this boat, and the fact that it has an inflatable floor, just super versatile. So we'll see how it goes. Still got to test it out, but looking forward to it. It's going to be a really cool little adventure, and many adventures to come, I think. Just the fact that it's got wheels, I can just chuck it over anywhere really, as I'm doing now. So anywhere with balustrades or a fence, I could just chuck the boat over and drag it down into the beach. So it's going to open up a lot of possibilities and some really cool dive spots. As I've said to a lot of people, you've either got people shore diving, you've got people with their big boats that go offshore to the islands, and people often miss that middle ground in between like swimming and a big boat, and that's where little boats like this or kayaks can go. And I tell you what, those in between spots where people drive past to go to the good spot often are quite good spots. So don't be put off if you don't have a big boat. Get a little boat, get a little kayak, and open up those opportunities. Got this neat little grab rail set up that just clips onto these here at the front, and then we got 2 underneath, 2 to those shackles. Right, so there we have this real solid grab rail to drag it around, move it. Awesome. Right, let's get this motor on. Yamaha 15 2-stroke. That should easily push that along quite nicely. Cool. Outboard on. fuel at the back for now. I have to figure out a bit of a system for all the gear and stuff. Right, fuel's in. Right, I've got these gun mounts, Railblazer products, which you've seen me use on my Senator. Great little bits of kit, and yep, got these mounts on the boat here, and let's lock in. That's where I'm going to put my spare gun. That's just going to sit in there. This just locks over. Lock her in. That's a nice spot for it. And I've got a bit of gear. Got some ice in here because I'm pretty keen to get a nice big kingy if I can. Shout out to these guys again. These are just awesome. These refreezable ice cubes, game changer. I don't know how much money I've saved so far using them, but a lot. Right, we've got camping gear. I've got a knife in there. Well, that needs to come in. Anchor. Oy, running out of room already. Dark air. Food. Water bottles. And that's a one full boat, but that's it's all good. It's not the plan to be taking out crews of people on this boat, maybe one other person along the coast, but this is just for me, solo adventures, so primo size. I've just got to wheel it down this shitty looking bit of track, but down some cobblestones out to the ocean there. Boom. Alright, let's do this, let's give it a go. Suit it up. Holy, wow, that's heavy. It's a lot more gear than I thought. This is going to be interesting coming back up tomorrow. I'll worry about that then. Let's just drag it into the water. Oh. Jeez. Probably should have loaded the gear up down at the water's edge. I still might do that. Nah, hard enough. Fuck, it's heavy. I'll have to figure this out, I think. Thanks. Nothing like a good skull drag of the new boat. Alright, there we go. Made it to the water's edge. First time using this motor actually. Let's give it a bit of a test run. Choke on, a bit of juice. Choke off. Alrighty. Right, let's go spear some fish for dinner. I'm going to try a nice reef where I'm hoping there'll be some kingfish, but won't be too fussy. Tomorrow morning looks great weather, actually better than this afternoon, so let's go secure feed, set up kit and have a cook up. made it to the first dive spot. Water looks a bit nasty, but we have to make do. Didn't bring any food, so got to shoot something for dinner. Let's get in. Just a little tip about knives, guys. A lot of people like to wear them on their arm, but if you've got one hand, your other hand held up in a fish or something's going on and it's on the knife's on that same arm, you're in trouble. You need a knife at all times. Always carry two. On the leg, been starting to wear it on the inside, outside usually, but less chance of a tangle on the inside, and you can have both arms to grab it. And then I've got a spare one on my belt. Really crucial knives. Tangles and stuff are where spearfishing can get really dangerous, so you don't want to get dragged under. Have knives, two of them I recommend. With the water clarity not ideal, this video actually making it look cleaner than it was, I headed into the shallows where at least I could see some structure and hopefully find a resting snapper in the shallows or another species. I often like to crack open a few kinna, as you can see here, early on in my dives, and just test the scene, test the area to see if any snapper come in for a look. Even if they're smaller ones, it often means there are bigger fish nearby. I stick close to the main rock structure here, just edging around the face, peering over into cracks and crevices, looking for resting fish. The tide's absolutely ripping, very strong current, and it's surgy, making hunting very difficult. As you can see here, I'm just peering over every ledge drop off, looking for snapper to be parked up resting. Plenty of these parori fish around, otherwise known as black snapper. Not the best eating fish in my opinion, so I keep looking and keep searching for something else. Here's a really nice reef drop off here, a perfect scenario for where a snapper would like to rest. Nice shade in behind this big rock, but just silver drummer and more parori. Finally, a target species I am happy to send the shaft into. A big school of kahawai come cruising in, and after checking to see if there were any kingfish, chasing them up in the mix, not seeing any, I take the shot on this fish, and I've secured some dinner. Awesome. With no luck on the snapper yet, I was pretty keen to get one, so grabbed a whole bunch of these kinna, put them in a pile at the bottom of this ledge and just smashed them up with a rock. Great technique for bringing the fish in, works every time. I let the kinna sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and while that was sitting I just cruised around the reef, exploring the rest of this new terrain. Big schools of sweep here. Often a good sign you are actually in the right area, a pressure point or in the current. These fish like to hang out with the blue mau mau and other species, but in this case nothing showing, so it was back to hunt over my kinna burley. The tide was pushing in stronger and stronger, and it's really hard here. I'm holding onto the weed and absolutely trying my best to not get dragged away off this reef. It was really strong, the current. Down below there's some smaller snapper coming in to feast on the kinna, and I try and line one up here. It's hard to see, but the current was so strong I could barely hold my spear gun straight, and I'm wobbling around trying to keep it steady, but it was near impossible as the fish were also fighting the current and moving around. I have another breathe up, creep over the ledge once again, and this time take a shot. And it's a miss. The school of kahawai show up again, and I don't waste my chance here and secure another fish. Spoiled for choice. However, being spoiled for choice like this can be quite tricky at times. With so many fish moving, so many options, they can be quite tricky to hunt. So a good technique is to get your spear gun and line it up in front of the fish and let that fish swim into the line of your spear and pull trigger as such. After the missed shot on the snapper on the other kinnaburley, it had scared all the fish away, so I set a new fresh kinnaburley on another ledge drop off, a really nice shallow spot here. As you can see, I've just crushed up a few kinna about 3 meters down, got a bit of kelp here for cover, and I just slowly creep over to the ledge edge, wait for my moment, stretch out and choose my snapper for the taking. When hunting snapper, this is a perfect little scenario to practice hunting these fish. A nice shallow reef, a small drop off in about 5 meters, you don't need to go deep, and you would be surprised the size of the snapper that can come in on such a scenario, especially dusk and dawn with the lower light. Oh well guys, a bit of drama there. Shot those couple of fish, stoked, swimming back to the boat. I'm going, where's the boat? You know, I'd been watching it the whole time and it was just anchored up nicely, and then I was like, nah, the boat's drifting. The boat's definitely drifting, and it was kind of way out here. The tide's pushing, and I'm like, shit. What's happened? Like, couldn't figure it out. Is it the anchor just drifting along the sand? I was like, oh, I let out a lot of rope and plenty of chain and a big anchor. It should have held. And then I got on board and I'm like, where's the anchor rope? And it just wasn't here. Obviously my little granny knot didn't hold on the side. My wrongdoing, and my brand new anchor I've just got set up, 150 odd bucks worth is gone. It's not super deep around here, but it's just super filthy, so I'll have to come back on a day when it's cleaned up and see if I can find it, because yeah, it was a good little setup. Was. Oh well, I'm not sleeping on the boat, so we don't need the anchor, and I've got wheels, so got dinner. Oh, I'm kidding. And I've lost my snapper on the way back. Can't believe it. Oh, had it tied off to my gun. So I've lost an anchor and a snapper, but I've got a couple of these nice kahawai. So, and I saw this leather jacket. I haven't had one of these for a while. They're actually quite good eating, I think. So I'll mix it up, a bit of sashimi, maybe a little leather jacket, something. Bum, anchor's gone. Oh, time to set up camp. Losing a bit of light. It's looking like a nice little beach over just in there, tuck in there, I hope. Looks quite steep, but we should be able to find somewhere to perch the tent. Good to be back exploring on an inflatable. Good to mix it up. I love my Senator boat, but yeah, it's good to mix it up. Keeps you humble in the old inflatable, in the elements. Look at this. Magic little spot up there, I reckon. Not much of a place to sleep up there, it's quite steep, but just get digging. Figure something out. Magic afternoon. Oh, a few rocks down here. I'm navigating. That's us. Oh, how cool. Alrighty. Yeah, big tides. You can see the high tide mark goes right up there, but not really many options at the moment. full moon, big tide, so to tie the boat up to the foreshore, drag it right up there, tie it off with the anchor rope that I don't have. Really soft sand. Getting harder. Whew. Camp spot for the night. Flattens up a little bit there. Go check it out. Here's the high tide mark, and yeah, not a small buffer. I believe the full moon was a couple of days ago, so the tide's only going to get smaller. That's the theory. Tent right here. Boom, beautiful. Okay, I've dragged the boat up. It's sitting high and dry now, about a metre or so after the high tide line. Dug the wheels in and chucked some big hunks of stone behind them, and I'll tie the bow off to something up there, a tree or something, just in case. And that should be sweet. Tent, get cooking. Pretty hungry actually, and I've got fresh fish to eat. All good. Beautiful little spot. Birds are calling. Stunning. All to myself. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. Magic. What a cool little beach. Well, good first test anyways. Easy to drag up on firm sand, but then once I got into that stuff, geez, that was hard. But hey, what do you expect? Can't be too easy, or everyone would be doing it, wouldn't they? Time to clear this. I'll get the tent all set up, get camp ready, and then let's eat. Right, tent set. No sleeping mat. I was a bit short on space in the little boat, so that'll have to do. Sand will be soft enough. Okay, so definitely do the kawai as some sashimi raw, and we'll fry some up a bit as well and compare it with the Humble leather jacket. Very, very tough leathery skin. You can barely cut it with your knife. I've tried in the past and blunted them, but I'll show you a trick which I've since learnt an easy way to fillet these guys, and they're good eating. Otherwise known as creamed fish, I believe, in the fish and chip shops here in New Zealand. Alright, we'll start with this guy then. Right, so I believe you just make an incision behind the head here, behind that spine. I think I can remember. Down towards the guts on each side. Then I believe I should just be able to start to peel it off. Maybe I need to get it started. There we go. That worked out well. Try that on the other side. Just be able to peel that off, eh? Oh, look at that. Too easy. Quite nice white flesh. And then I should just be able to break that head and peel all that guts in one hit out. Go feed the stingrays tonight. And that's your leather jacket. So I suppose we'll fillet it as we would like any fish. I'd probably be tempted to fry this whole at home, but yeah, but limited for resources here, so there we go. Just run that along those pin bones. Not a huge fillet, not a huge fish, but I do remember them being quite good eating. Nothing wrong with them at all. There's a lot of great eating fish out there. Most of them are just a bit smaller, so people like myself are a bit lazy. Getting that bit stuff off. Now there is a line of pin bones here, so we'll just remove those. And yeah, some nice little fillets by the looks of there. Do the same on this side. You know, one little fish like that, it's still a meal for most people. Not me. I like to eat a lot of food, but that's why I've got the kahawai. Okay, there we go. Couple of fillets, and I'll do some of this kahawai. I bled this straight away in the water, which is crucial for pelagics, for any fish as a matter of fact. It really improves any fish's eating quality just to get them bled. I get the guts out straight away as well. I think that has a big effect. Oopsie, being a bit rough, but get the picture. There we go. One fillet. Probably just cook the whole thing up. Have a feast. Bit of blood, being a pelagic, we can remove that after. So I just like to come down, centre spine, get out any pin bones, and you will remove most of that bloodline anyways. That's all good. Fry a few pieces up like that, and we'll do the other half is some raw fish. Always a bit harder filleting fish when they're so fresh, haven't set in the ice or anything yet. That's my excuse for this hack job. Over the ribs. Skin off, bones, and we'll just sit these on the rock for a second. Oh, the gulls are eyeing up my food. Get out of there! Right. Now some raw fish, raw carwoit. Some nice thin slices. Whatever. It's actually pretty soft kahawai. I find it's near good to go, firm but soft, something like that. Spot on. And there we go. Some nice raw fish and some stuff to fry. Beautiful. There we go. Looks good. Start with our sashimi. Right, what have I got in my goodie bag? All sorts. Ginger, melted butter, bingo lemon, good old curcumin soy. Oh, that's all of it. Wasabi. Squeezed over that carwoit. Let it mix in. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yum. Touch of salt. Bit of pickled ginger. I love this stuff. Let it mix in the wasabi. Alright. Make a little ginger parcel. Oh, that's good. I really rate kahawai as a raw fish. Nice and firm. Good flavour. And to be fair, it's pretty soft. I find it quite similar to trevally. Trevalli's a bit more silky smooth. It is nicer, but this is nothing to complain about. Well, this is pretty good. Magic. I just so happened to come to this side of the island here because the wind is actually pumping in on the other side. I knew it would be sheltered in here, but yeah, I didn't think about the sunset, so I've cracked the sunset as well. It's going to be magic. Here into summer here in New Zealand, so we're starting to get some really nice red orange in the skies, really beautiful sunsets, and it's warm finally. Like I won't even need the fly tonight. I'll barely use my sleeping bag. I'll just roll around sweating. No, none for you, mate. Once you guys get started, it's a frenzy. Bugger off. Seriously good. Well, entree's done. Main course. I think I'm gonna really like this boat. Just the fact that you can wheel it up on a beach. I never really thought of putting wheels on the old IRB, but that was quite a heavier boat, so it probably wouldn't have been too practical on most beaches. This would be about the limit here, I think, in terms of weight dragging up beaches, unless you had another person. But yeah, just going to open the door for some pretty cool adventures, so stay tuned. Righto, getting the jet boil ready. This little bushbuck pan, great for these little missions when you're short on space. Just heats up super quick. It's essentially like the jet boil you'd get It's got that same system as the jet boil, which heats it up real quick, so it just fires the food, cranks. Great for out hunting if you're in the hills as well, real super light. Right, fresh ginger, hard to beat with fish. Okay, let's get this thing cranking. Woo! Maybe not that much. Jeez. All this half melted butter in there. Don't be shy. Guess it'll be kind of like a shallow fry. Whatever. I love butter. Alright, got our leather jacket, bit of kahawai, get that ginger in there, a little pinch of seasoning, all purpose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we are done. Smells so good with that ginger butter mix. Leather jacket, a bit of a try first. Right, taste test one, leather jacket. Ginger's nice. It's nice. I was going to say it tastes a bit like snapper, but no, it just tastes like, I don't know, leather jacket. It's quite a very soft texture. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sure you could figure out a better recipe than this basic contraption as well. So, success. Try a bit of that kahawai. Look how soft that is. Often overlooked as a fish that you fry up, but there's nothing wrong with it. Bloody good. That'd be epic with a bit of flour, just a bit more crisp to it. I think the kahawai is the winner actually. Make a wrap. Make a wrap, you know the drill. Some dirty mayo on there, that stuff, that stuff, that stuff, a bit more of that stuff. I think I'm gonna run the kahawai on this one, because that was just a nudge better. Delicious. Yum. Drizzle lemon. Oh, good. Very good. Need to get a bit more creative with my meals, but fish wraps are so easy and so tasty. Go the kahawai, really good. Well guys, peace out. Gonna jump into bed, sun's almost fully gone. sun's gone down, it's going to be very dark very soon. Just going to get a nice hot drink going, and we'll be up bright and early tomorrow morning, first light. We're going to go try and get a yellowtail kingfish. I've got the spot, I reckon they'll be there. I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully no more drama and everything's okay overnight. Hopefully I don't get swamped overnight. Got about 2 meters buffer to the high tide line. I'm sure I'll be right. It is coming in very quickly though. Should be right. See you tomorrow. Morning. Well, the high tide only came up to about there. It's dropping each day with that moon phase. Just got the boat starting to get set up for today and head out towards the sunrise. I just realised I've got no other spare lines, no rope, nothing for diving at this spot since I've got no anchor. I've got my rail gun, so I don't need a float or anything, but yeah, I've got no line to connect myself to the boat for a drift dive or anything, so I'm going to have to go back to yesterday's spot and have a hunt first up, see if I can find that anchor, and hopefully I can find it. Then we can go for a fish, otherwise I'm going to have to, don't know, drift dive with the boat and figure it out. Yeah. Righto, suited up, caffeined up, time to get back out there and find that anchor. Easy as that. And we're back into it. I've got these wheels up already, I think. Not helping. There we go. All right. Good. Shallow here this morning. Stand up, see where I'm going. Magic. Suns are starting to peak up now. Water's nice and clean in here. See you, beach. Cheers for the stay. See you, mate. Very cool. Back on the rubber ducky, just like the old days. Beautiful morning. I can't even remember exactly where I anchored, and it's just so dirty. It's already a bit of current, so it's not like I can just anchor the boat and go for a good swim to look for this anchor. I'll jump in and tow the boat around a bit, see if I can spot that white rope, hopefully. Found it. I nearly gave up though. I'd bombed around this whole area. I think it was going to be my last dive. I'd called it last dive, and just saw the white anchor rope trailing up. Oh, stoked. Wasn't too worried about the cost and buying another one. It was just a pain in the ass ruining my morning's dive. So let's go. Race to the kingy spot. See what we can find there. Yes. Made it to the spot. Whole lot of bird life just bombing here. Looks like there's some bait underneath us where that current's going, and then chuck the anchor in, see if we can get a kingfish. Come on. Right, anchor's in. Tied a real knot this time, a bowline to be specific. Great knot. If you need to know one knot out there, learn how to tie a bowline. Really good knot. Okay, current is absolutely pumping. Jumping in, I was greeted again with moody, murky conditions, and once again absolutely pumping current. Current's usually good. Current is a good thing. It means pelagic fish are usually on the hunt. However, this was something else, and it was struggle street. There were plenty of fish around. I was in the right spot, the pressure point where the current was hitting this rocky face. All the fish hanging in the same area. School of kohiru in the distance here. Perfect bait fish for kingfish. And then finally I see a kingy come cruising in. A lone straggler. Unfortunately it's a bit on the smaller side, potentially legal, but I let it swim past. Dive after dive into this sweet spot where all the fish were hanging out. Definitely the right place to be, but the kingfish were just not showing today. 2-spot demersal, the odd blue mau mau, sweep, everything was here. I was in the right spot, but just not getting luck on my side today. That's fishing, that's diving. Well, the viz was absolutely nasty there, as you saw, and the current is just intense. I could barely just keep filling into the current, so time to change spots, try somewhere new. It's all good. Righto, round two. Oh, well, tough going this morning. It's very dirty and literally like zero fish life, not much going on. I'm gonna call it all good. It was a nice little trip away, good test for the new boat, nice overnighter, good refresh. So that's it for this episode. I'll see you on the next mission. If you've missed the last mission, over in Samoa for a week prospecting, absolutely incredible scenes. Check out the link in the comments below. I'll leave a link there, but yeah, plenty more missions to come. Stay tuned, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah, see you soon guys. Cheers.